Welcome to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namofsky. Where do you get your investment advice from? Do you research, read the papers, read financial reports, or speak with an investment professional? Or do you go to your phone and watch TikTok or YouTube and get your investment advice from financial influencers, also known as Finfluencers? And now we're going to switch off to social media. Everyone uses some form of social media. We're being inundated by scammers and fraudsters, especially grandparents, newcomers, and of course, romance scams. So what are the red flags and what should we be looking out for? To help us navigate these two important topics, I'm joined by Kerry K. Taylor. She's the creator of squawkfox.com and host of the Cash and Kerry podcast. Kerry's joining us from Vancouver, British Columbia. Kerry, welcome to Empowered.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. It's great to see you virtually.
It's great to see you again, too. So let's just dive right in. What exactly is a Finfluencer?
Okay, well, we've heard about influencers, right? There are all those online personalities who grow huge social media followings. They're everywhere. They're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. And they get excited about beauty, gadgets, and whatever else there is to buy. Well, now we've got something called financial influencers or Fin-influencers, and they're on social media, they're creators, and they make content all about money. And it could be about building wealth, investing, debt repayment, budgeting, you name it. And because personal finance is such a huge topic, there's so many different ways for Fin-influencers to talk about money and even persuade us on how to spend it and invest it.
So what are the different types of Finfluencers?
Well, there's three, big buckets of influencers. And the first group is the skilled. These are the creators who have a recognized credential. They could be, a certified financial planner, a chartered accountant, a licensed insolvency trustee. They're all online and they're all making content. And these are the guys that went to school, to help Canadians with their money. They're often a member of a professional organization, an institute, and they work with a code of ethics and they have guidelines, right? These guys are regulated and they're accountable. And they go online and they share factual content about money to help Canadians. And they have a fiduciary duty. So they're out there and they're honest, they're giving factual information. And unfortunately, they don't have a lot of followers right now. And I guess because honest content isn't really flashy content. Mm-hmm. There's another group too. They're the unskilled influencers. And these guys post all different types of content. Their space tends to talk about, everyday money matters. So pocketbook issues, they'll share their experience, their personal experience about money. And maybe it's about how they paid off debt or saving in their TFSA. They could talk about their food budgets and show what they spend their money on. And a lot of this content connects with their audiences because it's so relatable. And then we come to the third group, and that is the group that can do a lot of damage to Canadians. And these are those influencers that are anti-skilled influencers. They're the content creators who often target the marginalized groups. So groups that have historically been ignored by financial industry. So we're looking at young people, women, and minority immigrants. And the audience here is looking for someone that speaks to them in their language on a platform that they understand. And so we see a lot of these anti-skilled Fin-influencers speak against credentials. They explain away the need for this because they provide content under the guise of financial literacy. So they're thinking it's just education. And I've looked at so many of their accounts, and they write under their bio that they're not giving financial advice. But they really are, right? They foster this huge distrust for credentials. And they say that financial experts are too expensive and that they should follow their advice. And they offer a lot of different products to sell to help them, to help people look as good as they do, either financially or, they show how much wealth they have, and they sell the ideal lifestyle through products and services they sell online.
So, Kerry, we're going to be going to a commercial break right now, but I just quickly want to say, All those professionals with credentials that are regulated, they're not allowed to give investment advice because of the Know Your Client rule. But we're going to talk more about this when we come back. So please don't go away. We'll be back with more of Kerry.